My name is Benji Miller, and this is the story of my collision. If I had to describe who I was about a year ago, I would say this. I was selfish, I was angry, I lived my life on my terms. My priorities were all screwed up. I lived by the philosophy that if it felt good, I should go for it. I put myself and my need ahead of my family. In a nutshell, I was a jerk. Hey, I can admit that. And the whole time my life seemed to have no purpose, no meaning, no direction. If anything, I was heading in the wrong direction. I was losing my grip, and I knew it, but I couldn't stop it. I actually walked out on my wife and kids. One bad choice after another led me to the bars and the party scene. More stupid decisions led me to the point where I was actually seeing another woman. I knew it was wrong, but I really didn't care. I was only thinking of myself. Now that I look back on it, throughout my whole marriage, the only person I ever really thought about was me. I was always, why doesn't she understand me? Why doesn't she meet my needs? Why don't she listen to me? What was I thinking? The truth is, I was heading for a collision alright, but the kind that would wreck me and mess up my life for good. Fortunately, God had another collision in mind. About a year ago, my life collided with His in an incredible way. We started going to church at NewPointe, and I started paying attention. I mysteriously found myself being less selfish. I stopped hanging around with the wrong crowd. I quit the party scene, and I started hanging out with people who loved God and cared about me. Through all this, God was working on me. I guess you could say that it was one collision with God after another, until I finally did what I needed to do all along. I gave my life to Him. I said, God, I can't do this on my own. I need You. Come into my life and help me clean up the mess that I made of it. And you know what? He did. And He's still doing it. He saved my marriage, and He saved my life. Now my wife and I, together, are giving God first place in our lives. It's incredible. Even after all the damage I did to myself and the people I love, this collision I had with God has turned my life around. He forgave me, He's changing me, and the first time in my life, I feel free. When I look back at where I was and where God has brought me, I can hardly believe it. Every day, He's helping me become a better husband, a better dad, a better friend, and also a better person. And I thought I could never change. I thought it was too late. What I've learned is that it's never too late to have a collision with God. And when it happens, it changes everything. Look at me. If God can change me, He can change anybody.